Hello everybody, thanks for stopping by my channel. My name's Chuck, and another SCREWY Tuesday episode for you. This is about the somewhat of a finish up. I've got more things I want to do to my NorthRidge tool grinder, belt grinder, excuse me. It's a 2x72, and I've shown a couple things that I've been doing on it, and what I recently did was this tooling arm for the plate, but I thought I'd show you this, and hopefully this shows up on camera. The lights aren't affecting it. This is the tooling arm that's stock from NorthRidge. They call it the Rat. It's $400, rotary adjustable table. Pretty awesome piece. And I originally bought material and was going to build this. I really thought, what a unique piece, and it'd be a fun machining project to go ahead and build. Well, subsequent to that, I came across Outlawwaterjet Design, and he builds a knife grinder, and there's a picture of the unit that he has. And I watched his video. He's got 2 videos out, and the simplicity of this one is why I decided to go this way. Basically, 2 adjustments and you can move the table around. I just really didn't want to have to keep reaching for an Allen wrench to move things, and I think the adjustability that I get out of this table is going to work out fine. So I hope you can spend another 20-some minutes with me and watch the build of it. It's the second build of the trunnion system, and all in all, had really a lot of fun building the project. Saturday and a Sunday, spending out time in the shop is always great. So hope you enjoy, and again, thanks for stopping by the channel. Everybody take care. I'm back on the second build of the trunnion, or trunnions, and I really want to express my thank you to everybody that chimed in on different ways to do it a second time, whether I used the chuck or the pallet on the rotary table. So another piece of 3/16 that I had, piece of red iron, and it's 3 inches wide. It turns out these holes, the 2 holes on each side, line up on my rotary table to hold it down. So I think that's going to work pretty good. So I wanted to drill a center hole. So I drilled a center hole, and then I went, wow, let's work smarter and not harder. So center hole, there's my attachment hole that'll actually go on the post. Of course, this is going to get cut off right at the center hole there. And then I'm just getting ready to drill the bottom of the arc. This is the end of one side of the radius, and this is the other side of the radius. Pop a hole here, and then all I got to do is just mill out the round, the radius. Some of the guys mentioned cut it in half, weld it, and then cut once, do 1 milling operation. Time-wise, I think it's just as simple to, once it's mounted on the rotary table, go 180 degrees and cut it again. I am planning on putting a series of holes in just to make the milling operation faster. So anyway, we're going to do a little drilling here, and then we'll move on. See if you guys are in the way. Yeah, it doesn't look like you're in the way. This way I don't have to worry about drilling down into the pallet and setting the depth. I can just pop a hole and move the table down to the other side, and then I'll get it mounted on the pallet. I think I'm saving time. I think I'm working smarter, not harder. Proof will be in the pudding. I locked the doors to keep old Bozo out, so let's hope he can't get in here today. So we'll bring you back as we progress. Get the rotary table back on the mill here. Okay, guys, get your first laugh in. So what do? I had to go in the house, help with my son, came back out, got the part on the rotary table, got it fastened down, picked up that hole with the 1/4 inch end mill, so I knew I was perfectly in line with this bolt because I know that's on center. Moved over, so with a 1/4 inch, so I went over, it's supposed to be 1.5 inches plus 125, so 1/625, and I'm just going to put a line to show the 3-inch diameter on the part. And what do? I don't grab the rotary handle, I grab the Y and start cranking. So Bozo got me already, but I can sand that one out. Alright, you guys go back to sleep. I'm going to move back and regroup here. It's getting close to lunchtime. I'm hungry too. Here we are, just a quick update. This is what I meant to do. So I'm going to end up actually probably bandsawing this part out of here and just clean up the outside radius rather than milling it. So I'm just going to do these inside radiuses. But I know better, and you can see right now, put a rag on the handle you don't want to touch. Right, Charlie? Okay, I'll get it set up in the next, so now I got to get unclamp and pick up, put this hole on center, get it aligned straight, and then I'm ready to take care of the smaller radiuses. Okay, just passed the Bozo test so far. So, going to start working on cutting that radius out of there. I think it's going to work fine. Bring it back when something happens here. What I did do is I put 2 stops on the table. So when I moved from the original center hole to the actual pivot hole, these 2 stops kept the plate in alignment when I loosened up the hold downs. That way I didn't have to dick around trying to make sure I was straight. Well, as you saw, I decided just to mill it full depth. Too lazy to put out my coolant, but I was smart enough to change over to a Niagara cutter that was graciously given to me you can see, I don't know if you can see, it's actually got a little rougher on it. Did a great job though. Getting ready to bandsaw, and I said, why am I going to bandsaw when I got a plasma? And I have my first trunnion, which gives me my pattern, and then I can just clean it up with the grinder. Yeah, some gloves would be nice. Yeah. Can't see with the dark glasses on, but I got it. Turn it over and do it again. Well, there's the first one cut. Just cleaned it up on the grinder. Now to the second one. Much quicker and simpler than bandsawing. You can follow that milled line that I left in there. Okay, I got two, just got to split it in half. I have to tell you, this is one of my most favorite tools in the shop. It's so handy, and the table, the whole mount system I made was so simple. I have a video on it, but I just love this stuff. I have a foot pedal for I gotta tell you guys, anybody out there, you can buy one of these for around $100 used in good condition. It kills Harbor Freight bandsaws all day long for this type of work. It's safe, it's very efficient, and the blades are like 10 bucks, 12 bucks. Well, there's the two halves, but I just pulled this end mill out of the mill, and I just wanted to show it to you. That's what I cut those slots with. Thank you very much, Dennis Nolan. Tool worked awesome. The end mill I had in there before was just junk. That's the information. If that comes up on the camera, I don't know. But Heck of a little tool. Okay, got the 2 trunnions sitting up on some dowel pins. Both the same. It should be good. I pounded it down once. And I'll give it another love tap just to make sure. I didn't beat on it, but I don't like how those dowel pins are loose. That's better. Okay. We don't need Bozo to show up right here, so we're getting close to the end. But I did show this tool from Drill Pro that asked me to do a video on it, which I did. And I got to tell you, I was debating what to use here, and I pulled this one out of the drawer. I really like it. It's a good tool. Try it a little faster. I didn't like that. This is 11:20 now. A little chip guard. It's throwing crap at me. And let's try. Let's go. 25,000. See how it likes that. Sounds better. Okay, probably didn't need to take that much off because it's going to weld to the plate, but I think it'll be fine. We'll clean up with a file and see how it works on the machine. Sunday morning, and thought I'd share this with you. The other day I came home from work. There was a box waiting there for me, and I knew I hadn't ordered anything. And my good friend Bruce Witten from Perth, Australia, sent me his hat. And that was just a super surprise, and really appreciate it, Bruce. Thank you very much. So, as I mentioned, the next thing was to go ahead and weld the trunnion on the onto the back of the plate. I've already done a little fit up over at the grinder, double checking everything, and I did a couple of tacks with the small MIG, and they're way too big. So I got to clean that up, and then I'm set up here, and I'll get this MIG'd and hopefully keep it at 90 degrees. Right now it's pretty good. So we'll bring you back. You don't get to watch me weld. Just a side note. As I was getting ready to weld, I thought I'd sport my my new hat, and I got my outside screwball t-shirt on. But as I put my shop apron on, I thought I would just mention it. I had a viewer write me and ask about the shop apron, and the reason I purchased this one, it's actually from a bicycle company that sells bicycle repair parts and stuff, Parker. And you can find it on eBay. They're about 22 bucks. And the reason I liked it was the pockets down below. Hopefully you can see that down below here. The pencil pocket, nice unit there. It can snap to stay with you so it doesn't fold forward if you don't want it that way. And it's got a quick connect in the back. So it's just a plastic connect and you can put it on. So anyway, I thought I'd share it with you. It's been a great apron. You can actually snap it up and make it shorter if you don't want it as long. So anyway, thought I'd share that with you. But great pockets. My safety glasses, as you can see, they got the Nike logo on it. The reason they have that is I wanted safety glasses that can sit over my contacts. I'm monovision when I have my contacts in so that I can read small. And when I put these on, it takes it back to stereo vision, corrects my contacts so I can see. And they are safety glasses and safety lenses within a sunglass frame. That's where these came from. All right, I'm gonna go do some welding now. Quick update, basically just on the finishing touches here. So if you remember, I mentioned that I ended up with a bolt and a pin in there. Well, that just didn't work. So I welded the bottom here, so now it's good and stiff. There went one of my mounting bolts, but that's ready to go. Just cleaned off the radius on the tooling arm, so it looks better. Got to get the blue off of there. It'll look a lot better. And then the trunnion is mounted onto the plate, and I'm planning on getting another quick release lever for this guy. But it's all put together, and I'll put it on the machine and we'll take a peek at it. Okay, so we'll remove this table. Be the last time it'll be used. Well, you never say never. Slide our tooling arm in. Oh, backwards, what I want. Can go either way. And we slide it in. And we tighten it down, and it's ready. So real happy with the whole setup here, and it was a fun build. A little bit of a challenge for me on a lot of things, that's what I like doing. The nice thing about this this table is, one, the ease of getting it off when you don't need it, but again, got the adjustability to come all the way up to the top roller there, or I can go all the way down to the bottom and have the full platen. I've got it set up, it's square right now. Typically you'll see, I got to learn a little bit before I do it, but typically there's a notch right here that fits this platen. And I haven't done that yet. It's pretty simple. Thought I'd use it a little bit, get to understand it, maybe watch some other videos. But fun build. And then once I get my unit to swing over to 90 degrees, it'll do it right now, but I'm not happy with it, so I'm going to change it. Then I'll make the other table, which I have it all roughed out. I have the trunnion and everything else. All right, well, I hope you guys enjoyed the work on this. I've had a good time with it, a lot of fun, and we'll see you again on another Screwy Tuesday. Take care.